the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Rams' bruising running back. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. To get things started. Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Black. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different... show them something different. Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Everett. He finds his man. Complete. It's Black. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Working with a 2nd and 3. And the Rams are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, Black. 58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They're almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Everett to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Throwing on first down. Everett. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Black. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Everett. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Everett. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a dump off here, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they've got to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Let's go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now. Throwing to start the drive. Everett. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. On first down, Everett. That's complete over the middle to Anderson.
He's got room past the 30.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst. On 1st and 10, Everett. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Everett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But
throwing on first down. Everett to the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
so that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only first down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in second down. Up the middle they go. It's Black. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to the... Second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Black. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And got his man complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Everett. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
That's Black. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.